Welcome to the W.T.F, Where's the Focus podcast. I'm going to bring you a weekly short message on where you put your focus as it relates to sales and building successful business relationships. Knowing where your focus goes, your energy flows. I'm Dan Manginelli, the author of the books Wake Up, Jumpstart the Life You've Always Had in Mind, and Shake It Up, Big Dreams and Bold Choices on the Road to Success. I'm a national speaker on staying motivated and inspired with the right mindset and coach top salespeople around the nation. So let's get going with WTF. Welcome back to the WTF Where's the Focus podcast. Oh man, listen to the circus music. I think, holy cow, Jen, I feel like I'm on a carnival right there. The monkeys coming out too?
Sorry.
Wow, whew, that hit me hard. Thanks for coming back. We have boss lady Jen on the board. Yeah, the kids love Jen. Who doesn't love Jen? Big E producing this thing, making me sound good. Tell you what. Oh, that's foul. He's made me sound good. I don't sound that good, Big E. Are you okay there? I really hope that you're enjoying this podcast. If so, please subscribe, like, and share, and leave me some comments and reviews. That's easy to do. It costs you nothing. You know when you know you're making headway, Jen? You want to know why? When I got my first hater. He let me know that no one really cares about this bullshit. Is exactly.
Who has time for that?
Apparently, you get to troll me and tell me that I no one has time for any of my bullpucky. That's awfully nice. That's an edit for you, Big E. You're gonna have to take the twice the out of the bull. Okay, I appreciate you got 4. Better be putting these down. Got my first hater. Gotta love it. Mean people suck, Jen. That's what I have to say. As T Swift says, haters are gonna hate, right? T Swift, Taylor Swift. She said haters.
Gotcha.
That's me. We go close. I call her T Swift.
Okay.
It's okay. It's mid-October, peoples. How about that spooky, evil person, Jen? Are you ready for Halloween?
I am. This is my favorite month.
It is completely. What's your favorite candy?
Reese's.
Reese's.
I love peanut butter.
How much can you eat of those things? A whole bunch of them?
Yes. It's a bad habit.
Are you going trick-or-treating?
No.
Why not?
I love passing out candy. I'm at that phase of my life.
Are you going to costume parties? You're at that phase?
Yes.
What are you dressing up as?
I have a barbarian costume because I'm going to an Oktoberfest party, so.
Oh, help me with, what did you just say, a barbarian?
Barbarian.
Is that a country?
No.
Okay. Is it like Sheena, the barbarian killer or something?
No.
Completely different?
Yes.
Huh. What's a barbarian? Is he with the lady with the beards and the thing?
Yes.
Oh, the lederhosen.
The lederhosen, yes.
It's
like a dress.
I thought that's just Oktoberfest. I didn't know it was actually a dress up.
Yes, there's a costume.
All right.
Well, that's my costume.
I'm sure you'll look great. All right, peoples. This week we took a break from the guests because I realized something. I never kind of do a wrap up of exactly where we are or takeaways from the awesome guests that we have each week. For 3 weeks, I'm going to do a 3-week wrap up. And I think we got some music for the wrap up, Jen, do we?
Are you ready?
I'm always ready. What do you have for me? Oh, yeah.
It's time for the wrap up.
It is time for the wrap up. Look at that. Oh, that's some good stuff. Oh, hit me. We'll go back to it.
Okay.
I got to hear that again. So let's hit 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago, I had MLS USA soccer star Danny Khalif on the show. And we talked about a couple things I want to kind of recap on. That's what I really want to make sure that we kind of put together all the things. We talked about building relationships with coaches and players and how to get to new levels. He talked about how to dealing with injuries, travel, and the mistakes that you make and how to come over that. One of the quotes that if you didn't get, these are the ones I want to make sure that you guys get on some of the quotes. He had a great quote that he was a talent maximizer. He might not have the best God-given talent, but he knew how to work hard. Be self-critical and always looking ways to improve on and off the field. What a great mindset as a talent maximizer. I think in any kind of business or anything in life that you're doing, maximize the talents that you have rather than looking for other people that might be better, faster, stronger, or whatever it would be. So that was one of the things from Danny that was awesome. And then we had after that David Caldwell, a top real estate coach and a top producer in the rights in real estate. We chatted about sales as not being a learned skill. It's a skill of asking questions and how you build rapport. He said the best way to build a relationship is face-to-face and voice-to-voice. Well, that's a great saying. Being in front of somebody or talking to them, seeing and talking to people, not texting or emailing, face-to-face or voice-to-voice. He coaches people at the highest achievers, and he also said that they have more conversations and have the ability to navigate objections in a practiced and smooth way. This is my favorite quote from David, which was awesome. Little check-ins create big opportunities. Say it again. Little check-ins create big opportunities. And people forget that you have to check in. Those little check-ins in life with friends, family, clients, heck, your wife, your spouse, your husband make a big difference. The short-term check-ins are for long-lasting relationships. Remember that one, Jen? Do you listen to these,
Yes,
Jen, at all?
yes.
Do you
I
listen to
commented on
Do
it.
you listen to me
No hate
talking at
comment.
all? There's no one haters? You didn't?
No.
Not gonna
I
hate.
commented.
Okay.
Yes, I love that too.
Then we obviously had one of my favorites. We had PGA and Live Tour professional, golf professional, Cameron Tringali. It was awesome. He talked about, with my very last one, so make sure if you go back, listen to that one, on how to focus on the action and not the outcome. Man, as a golfer, can you imagine you have to focus on the action of swinging the club and knowing what you're doing and not the outcome? And in life, I think that we focus so much on what the outcome might be that we forget all the actions that we have to do. If you focus on the action, the outcome will come, which was great. He put knowing that you're good at what you do and that it's not always going to go your way. But if your why in what you're doing outweighs the negative, it keeps you going. And he had a pretty strong why, if you remember, Jen. It was pretty awesome. He has a strong faith, gives you direction to always keep on your why and stay on track to what you believe. He said you're going to make bad shots, but it doesn't deem who you are as a person or a player. And again, as us as humans, you're going to make mistakes, but it doesn't have to deem you as a person that you are. But again, if your why pulls you close enough or pulls you towards the things that you really want, you'll keep going no matter what the negativity happens. So that golf analogy was a great one for me. So, man, we had some great guests. They each made a different, had a different take on things. Of the main thing of what this podcast is the same part of it is they all had the same mindset, is that where your focus goes, your energy flows. What you focus on is where your energy goes. Everybody listening or watching probably has had massive success and major letdowns. But as our guests, I'm sure you can relate. Their or your mindset and the drive has to be better to keep you on track. And you always need to know the main reason of your why that keeps you going. To achieve at high levels, I've found you have to accept reality and act accordingly. Accept reality the way it is and act accordingly to it. Life's mostly complicated and is rarely simple, there's no doubt. We all have to accept the knowledge, but have the wisdom. Better said is knowing what to do and just doing it. That's having wisdom, is knowing what you're supposed to do and just do it. That's what it comes to. Again, look, life is complicated for all of us. We're all imperfect people, but we all have an ability to learn from life and be better humans each day. But we have to want to learn. And I'm hoping that people are getting something out of this podcast. And I'm hoping some of these stories help just one person know they could do whatever they set their mind to have the achiever's mindset, to keep going no matter what the circumstances. So there's a quick one this week, and it's just me in my Kings jersey kind of going out. And I just wanted to make sure that we're putting it together on what we're doing. So kind of that's the wrap up from what we have from today. So just in case, we got anything, Jen? Oh, you have one there. Yeah, bring it on.
Time for the wrap up.
Yeah. So you get it there, the wrap up. Jen, you understanding?
Yeah, got it. Got it.
You sure? Hey, look, if you missed any of these podcasts, what I'm speaking of, please go back and listen. It's worth your time. It's worth your time. You go back and listen to all of them, don't you, Jen?
Every single one.
Yeah, you're gonna look at me when you lie to me if you're gonna do it. You don't have to look away. It's okay. You can look right at me when you lie to me.
I mean, I sit
you
here
barely
and
listen to it. You
No.
barely listen when the guests are here. How are you gonna listen when they actually ask you to go back? You know what? Have you even subscribed to the podcast?
Yes.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh. Don't miss next week's podcast. He's a singer. He's more of a songwriter. He's written multiple #1 hit songs. He's a talented musician, and it's a great story as well. So make sure you're back next week. Hey, do me a favor. Leave me your comments, good or bad. Well, I take that back. Leave me your good comments, could you please? I mean, you don't have to be so mean. You can be critical. Just don't be so mean, for crying out loud. Hey, please share and like this. Maybe even give me a rating, because on there it says rate this podcast. Shoot in a rating there. You can push the little stars. The 5 one's the better one, but you can push any one you'd like. Email me a story to the WTF podcast at dan@manginelligroup.com, MANGINELLI group.com. And until next week, peoples, have fun and make dreams come true.
Far from